Good morning, friends. It is Thursday. You got gourd, you're hurting hippie, and we're talking about hemp oil versus cannabis oil. Brought to you by Let Arts Live. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for a great question. I've done some of this before, but every time I do it, I learn a little more and then share a little more. So pitter patter, let's get at her. What is the difference between CBD derived from hemp and CBD derived from cannabis? Let's first start with the fact that CBD is a chemical. CBD is CBD, no matter where it comes from. So if extracted as a pure chemical, if an isolate is done, and therefore you have CBD, there is no difference because CBD is CBD. But there are two major differences in taking CBD oil that is derived from hemp versus derived from cannabis. Derived from hemp, unless you know the grower, unless you know where it's grown and how it's grown, hemp is an industrialized version of the cannabis plant. It has little to no THC, but it is a bioaccumulator. It picks up any nutrients and or contaminants in the soil, in the air. If it's grown in a polluted area, it's going to have that in it. And unless you have pulled the CBD, again, as an isolate away from that plant and are only giving the CBD, you are getting some of those bioaccumulations depending on where it's grown. Hemp is an industrial plant. It will suck up the pollution around it. Cannabis is not a bioaccumulator. It doesn't pick up anything other than the nutrients it needs out of the soil or the oxygen it needs from the air. So unless it's pure, or unless you know that it's coming from hemp X grown in a very controlled environment, you are taking the chance of having some contamination in what you're taking. But the other major difference is especially in the CBD oil. If your CBD oil is made from hemp, it is likely to have zero or such a little amount of THC that the CBD is not, how do you put it, is not as efficient as it could be. CBD derived from a cannabis plant is more likely to be, even like Charlotte's Web is about a 20-to-1. So a Charlotte's Web plant, you may get 12 or 15% CBD out of it, and you may get 0.5% of THC. And that 0.5% of THC is all that you need to make the CBD much more efficient. A little more THC makes it even a little more efficient. So again, unless you're taking an isolate where it is CBD pure, the chemical, CBD is CBD no matter what, you should probably take it from a cannabis plant. But also, even if you are taking an isolate, and they can feel good, a tiny bit of THC added to that isolate, a tiny bit of your shatter, or a tiny bit of maybe a toke from a plant after your CBD, if it is CBD pure, will enhance the efficacy of that CBD. They are, I forget the words, but they are complementary chemicals. They work better when the other is present. The THC enhances the abilities of CBD and vice versa. CBD controls THC, takes the spikes off of the highs and takes the spikes off the bottom of the lows and creates a situation that is much more efficient for managing pain. So medically, if you're If you're supposed to be a CBD patient, you got to talk to your doctors too. Hey, yeah, I need CBD, but I need a little bit of THC or it's not going to work as well. I'm going to need more and more and more instead of less and less and less. That's my talk. That's my talk. Let arts live. I hope that that helped a bit and spurs a further conversation. There are a lot of great articles about this, and I've read a lot, and I'm going to keep reading, so keep asking the questions. And I want to wish you all a happy Thursday. Wayne Wilberforce, you've been asking me to toke on a video, and I will soon. It's just, I'm under heavy medication to try and fix this nasal and ear thing, and it's pharmaceutical, and it's driving me crazy, and I'm just having a bit of a difficult time with it. And I've only got a few more days. Hopefully it seems to be working. Hopefully within a couple of days it goes away. The old hippie comes back. This weekend I have my little boy with me, so there may not be a hippie news, but I'm trying to work it out so that there will be. So friends, peace and cheers, love and harmony. Happy Thursday. Thank you for continuing to watch. Thank you for continuing to be you and spreading your smiles around, because that's what the hippie life is all about. Make it work. Peace, cheers, love and harmony.